Part of the answer you have yourself given, that it has been overcrowded. Once it has overcrowded, then it has to be seen whether the overcrowding has been adjusted in accordance with the plan of the city, or it has been allowed to grow haphazardly. Whether the catchment area of the water has not been used or utilized for adjusting the crowd, or whether it has been adjusted in vertical heights. That has to be seen. It has also been seen that there has been no control in a city how much population can be adjusted. What will happen to the sewerage system, to water supply system, to the traffic system, electric supply system and other amenities. In a way you can see that the town and administration planning has been reduced to assess, wherein reduced staff is only giving permission and taking bribes, or not taking bribes, but they are permitting the things. And people do not bother even to take permission, because the law or enforcement agency has not been vigilant or aware that what problem it may create for the city itself. If you see Bangalore, there has been around 140 ponds. The crowdy or population inflow, they have, I think, used around 120-130 ponds by filling the pond with the ash, sand, and their colonies, multiplexes are being built. Rain has been reduced to these areas, but suddenly if there is a downpour, so all the ponds which were built on a catchment area with certain catchment area are again will be filled with the water. Maybe it will fill the ground floor of a multiplex or of a multi-storied building or 2 stories. It has also been observed that somewhere they have even restricted or obstructed, or rather eliminated the exit gate of the water. And because of very little rain, it has been allowed to continue. But once the nature fury has come, that a small exit was not proven to be sufficient, and that caused havoc, whether in Kashmir or in Uttarakhand or in Mithi Nadi, Mumbai. Another reason of this has been found to be a very haphazard or very barbaric way of deforestation, whether in the name of Green Revolution, which has happened to provide food to our countrymen after 66, and whether it is an export of wood to UK, England. So massive deforestation has caused erosion of the sand from hilly region, which has filled the river bed to a level where there is any excess water cause flow in a horizontal direction, not in a vertical direction, and that causes flood to exceed its limit. If you see, there has been cases of famine, but there has been very little cases of flood before independence, even before 66, when the Green Revolution started. After this, the quantum of drought, famine, and as well as flood has increased because of the reduced bed size of rivers, excessive erosion of soil from hills, and haphazard growth of town and countries. Now question you are asking that how to overcome that? That is a very big task. They say, one, if you want to reduce water erosion, soil erosion from hilly region, then today if you plant trees, it will take around 8 to 10 years to mitigate that problem. In 8 to 10 years it will still continue, but effort has to be made today. So first thing is a massive afforestation in the hilly region, not in cities. Then in city region, one, to provide rain in that area, to attract rain in that area, to enhance the water level of the ground, because trees provide natural water conservator. You need not to put some device in buildings and other. Trees will take care of that. Third thing, when the pollution will reduce, then you will require less amount of AC and other thing. So further heat will reduce. Third thing, massive things we have to see from angle of population, that it doesn't increases to a beyond controllable level. So once forgotten practice of population control has to be reinitiated, and this time it has to be initiated by the very society who once opposes this. That we have seen in so many years that the quantum of life and quantity of life and quality of life reduces with the increase of children in the family. This is very cause that the Muslims are not that affluent in the countries. The villagers are not affluent in the country. They fight even for the food on a daily basis. So that message has to be inculcated, whatever media you feel like. But I feel personally that it can be delivered in a much better way where the faith is there. And if we see that there are so many masters, religious masters, whether they are of Christian religion, Muslim or Hindu, has to inculcate in their messages that you can have children as much as you can afford to feed them and yourself, not more than that. One should not give birth to a child to make them beggar, a curse in the society and curse in the family. So one can have 100 children or 2 children or 1 children or no children if we cannot afford to say 18 year of age of the children, whether it is boy or girl. That has to be inculcated. Then fresh town and country planning has to be initiated. And lastly, the employment should not be restricted to the cities. That means we have to see the fresh pricing policy of agriculture vis-a-vis salaries in government sector. It should not be more than 15 times. And in agriculture sector, it has to be equivalent to industrial produce profit. The 4-5 things important we have to take care.